Play ball!
Wing Wednesday on Sports Tree Ltd is presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks.
Steer right!
Hello and welcome to Wing Wednesday here on Sports Tree Ltd. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree and this week's episode is brought to you by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks. As always, check out some of their gear. It's quite nice if you can't tell. Folks, we're going to get right into this week's episode with our MLB Rundown. Getting into the MLB standings starting in the American League East, the Tampa Bay Rays lead the AL East with 78 wins. In the Central, it is the Chicago White Sox with 73 wins. And out in the AL West, it is the Houston Astros with 74 wins. Switching over to the National League now, in the NL East, Atlanta controls the East with 68 wins. In the Central, it's Milwaukee in control with 77 wins. And the San Francisco Giants lead the National League West and the MLB as a whole with 81 wins. Getting into our Blue Jays weekly flyby now, the Blue Jays have won just 3 out of their last 11 games. A large part of that is the fact that they've scored 3 or fewer runs in 5 consecutive outings. The Blue Jays have totaled just 4 runs in their first 2 games of this series with Chicago. For a polarizing lineup with a thin bullpen, that's not going to cut it. This series is crucial against the White Sox if the Blue Jays want to keep pace in the American League and gain some confidence for that postseason push. Getting into today's Blue Jay preview now, starting with the starting pitchers. Both of today's starting pitchers are looking for their 10th win of the season. Starting with Robbie Ray, he's 9-5 on the year with a 2.79 ERA and 178 strikeouts through 145.1 innings of work. Over his past 15 starts, he's gone 7-3 with a 2.22 ERA. Over his past 7 starts, he's lowered that to 2.01. Ray is hot, folks, and the Jays need him tonight. He's going up against Lucas Giolito, who is 9-9 on this season and has been struggling as of late. Giolito is 2 for 3 in his last 7 starts, averaging 2 earned runs against per start. Something is going to have to give in this matchup. Will Giolito get back on that upper echelon of MLB pitching elite, or will the Blue Jays bats find their form against a pitcher who's given up 7 home runs in his last 5 starts? Our Blue Jay to watch is Corey Dickerson. Through his career, he's hitting .400 against Giolito. All things considered, folks, I like a good outing from both starting pitchers, but I like the Blue Jays batting lineup to be the difference in this game late. All that talk about those Blue Jays has me hungry for some chicken wings. But first, a word from our sponsor. All right, folks, time for our chicken wing review. Wings from the Pickleball. I'm pretty fired up to try these. We did delivery, COVID, it's still a thing. Here we go, buffalo flavored wings. Pretty small, not the biggest in size. Stature doesn't mean a lot. It's quality over quantity, but not a good start. Again, I have to reiterate, the wings, they're tiny, but they're quite tasty. Going in. The flavor on these buffalo wings is great. You need a bunch, keep going, not too hot, but you feel the spice. It's really nice. Coming in at probably a 6.1. Not the best, but for a restaurant chain, not the worst. Good flavor, too small. Pickle Barrel wings. Getting into our fantasy up and down now, a pitcher that you should put up and into your lineup is Jay Happ. The card starter has 2 wins and 15 Ks and has surrendered just 3 earned runs across his last 3 starts. Yeah, Happ is catching some fire. The batter that you should put up and into your lineup is the Red Sox center fielder, Hunter Renfroe. He had a pair of jacks in his last time out and has a total of 4 home runs in his last 4 games played. A pitcher that you should put down like a fantasy euthanasia is Zach Plesac. He's posted an ERA over 9 in 3 out of his last 4 starts. He's a skilled kid, and I hope he makes a comeback next year, but he's not worth the roster spot at this point in the season. A batter that you should put down is Randall Grichuk with just 2 hits in his last 16 at-bats. bats. It's time to move on from the Blue Jays' streaky outfielder. For our Monkey Knife Fight play of the day, make sure you take more on Robbie Ray and Lucas Giolito's fantasy lines. It pays 3 times on Monkey Knife Fight. Well, Giolito has been struggling as of late, and he may get knocked for the long ball. He's racked up at least 8 Ks in 3 consecutive starts. That's a lot of fantasy points right there. Robbie Ray is a strikeout pitcher in his own right who is on fire. I like him to go for more as well. As for a trivia question on this week's edition of Wing Wednesday, presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks, to get in to win a pair of MLB tickets to see your favorite team play live, we're going to test your MLB history. What team did Babe Ruth hit his first career home run against? Head on over to SportsTreeLTD.com, hit the sign up or subscribe button, and that'll take you on to our web app. Remember that upgrading your subscription is an upgrade in your chances to win up to $15,000 a year and tickets to see your favorite teams play live. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and on behalf of our sponsors, Halo Fishing from American Baitworks, when in doubt, just wing it.
Play ball!
Wing Wednesday on Sports Tree Ltd is presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks.
Steer right!